So, starting off this documentary, I chose Chris as my subject because I know he's really good at volleyball and he's my best friend. So, we came together through this, and I know it really runs big in his family. Um, Using what I learned from the two activities we did of the 30-second still shots, I used to film this whole thing. I basically used my camera propped up on a chair with a book to create a still photo, and really got the hang of that. And also from by watching Blackfish, the documentary, and other documentaries too, I learned that basically how the whole documentary works with the voiceovers and the cutaways and the action slides, and to really basically keep the viewer engaged to the whole thing. So basically, as you can see here, I was just basically had my phone up on a tripod again. I had Chris moved off to the side, making basically a shot that's pleasing to the eye, and also really good scenery. And as you can see here, the next one, another interview question. I basically started broad, asking him about, what is volleyball, and broad questions about it until I basically moved down into more personal questions, basically asking him how his family influenced him, his coach, and other players, and other games where, he would have a bad game and break himself down, and, it'd tell him how to pick himself up, stuff like that. And basically filming also action slides with voiceovers. You can see the one before of him spiking the ball, serving the ball, digging it. All those were very good, and they can show how Chris just basically used those and to show that he's actually a really good volleyball player. So here we have Chris's in-game photos. Based off of the documentaries we watched in class, the short documentaries, they had a lot of photos of family and real-life events that they went through to give the viewer a sense of actually what they were going through, and that's what I included here. Going through the pictures of Chris's photos to actually see that he's a really good player and he has been doing this for a long time. And here's Chris. He's going to talk a little bit about how he put himself into this documentary.
Alright, so like you said, there's some pictures of me there. Luke came to me. He asked me if I wanted to be star role in his documentary. I said, why not? I'd never really been on film, so I gave it a shot. Luke taught me all the basics of documentary filming. He got me at all the angles. It was really cool. I was able to share my experience of playing volleyball and all the fun times I've had. It kind of really brought me back to when I was a kid.
So to wrap things up, I asked Chris very personal questions, asking what he's going to do future in his life, and how he got here, and how he's going to pick himself up if he has a bad game in the future, stuff like that. Overall, I really had a good time. I've really gotten a lot more fundamentally sound with iMovie making this whole documentary. I basically know all the commands of it, and if I was ever asked to, make a video again for this class, I'd do it. I had a lot of fun. That's basically it. And just one more thing to wrap up. The production logs and the blog post. I really like the blog. It was good to just post everything on by the deadline and see everybody else's posts and what have they been doing with their documentaries, so we can all get an understanding of where we are as a class. And I had a lot of fun. And here's the bloopers, as you can see. That's it. Great semester.
Pursue your passion. Do you plan on pursuing your passion?
Nosebleeds are the best. If I can make a kid cry. No, don't show me.
Just keep going, keep
going. I'm done after that one.
Chris, come on.
I don't want you to show me.
Alright, it's time for Chris's game. We're about to go wake him up right now. Chris, time to wake up. The game's starting. Chris! Chris, come on!
I gotta go eat Pike, dude. Screw this.
God, fuck Pike.